Hello, this is H.C. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Parasite Eve. Today, it's time for fusion. Ha! No, just ordinary fusion. Let's see what we got here. Well, where are we? Yeah, it's Christmas Day, too. Well, I suppose no rest for the wicked, huh? We've been gathering information on her, and we've basically gotten no information other than she's really sick. Well, yeah, we kind of knew that. Wonder why she was always sick. Yeah, I wonder how they did that. I don't know if they ever exactly explain how she does that. I mean, okay, we know mitochondria and all that stuff, but I mean, what is it, like pyrokinesis or something? Or ESP or something? I don't know if they ever explain directly. I think they just say pyrokinesis or flux capacitor. Yeah, that's how it works. And that's it. No real... it's magic. No real direct explanation, I think. But anyway, I hope you brought the popcorn, viewers, because it's text cutscene time. Yeah, we got a lot of text coming up here at the beginning of day 2. Rest of the days in the game, not so text heavy, or at least not as much as day 2 is at the beginning. So I'll try to make the next couple episodes a little longer to make up for all the text that I'm going through here. But anyway, for talking to Baker, we get a mod permit. Well, I guess that mods our weapon or something. So, okay, well, let's head on down there and modify our weapon. I think everyone in the office here still says the same thing as before, so I'm just going to walk right past them. But anyway, we're back at our police station, or precinct, or whatever this place is called. So, let's take a look around and loot some stuff. At least they give us some treasure to find as long as we're talking to everyone around here. So you go into the locker, we get a chemical vest, which has the auto heal ability. Basically the same thing as auto potion in the Final Fantasy games. You get low enough on HP, and it'll use the potion to heal you. Although in this case, it actually uses the strongest potion you've got, or, well, medicine in this case, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I got that new armor from the alligator last time. What's finally yours? Probably not important. I wouldn't worry about it, viewers. Pay no attention to him. Or his locker. Nothing we can do there now, anyway. Okay, so anyway, we got that armor last time, so now let's actually put those defense boosts to use, because I'm going to give it to the Kevlar vest there. I think that's going to be a better piece of armor for us, so let's do that. And let's see, let's get rid of that poison cure, because I know I'm not going to use that anymore. And let's see, we're going to be getting a new weapon soon, so let's unload all of my weapons into the ammo crate there. Anything else I want to get rid of? No, I think we're good. Yeah, as for the auto heal ability that we just got there on the new armor there, I wouldn't worry about it for now. I'm going to save it for later. Yeah, the weapons department downstairs. So let's head in the opposite direction. But yeah, I'm not going to use auto heal right now. I think it's better later in the game when enemies start dealing a lot more damage. But as of right now, I'm not going to bother with it. There's another reason that I'll be going over in a moment. But anyway, yeah, we got the second floor to this place, but we can't go past here. So, oh well. I wonder what kind of stuff they got up there anyway. Seems kind of odd that they would have a gate there like that. I mean, it's not like civilians can go into this part of the police station anyway. And it's not like there's a jail up there. Where is the jail around in this place anyway? I don't think we ever see a jail. I mean, you would think a police department would have a jail, or at least a temporary jail. Maybe not a full prison, but like a jail cell or something. I don't think we ever see one around here. But anyway, yeah, up there we got weapons research, but, or whatever that thing was. But, yeah, we can't get in there either. Remember all these places for later, because we will be going there later. Hey, come on. Over here? No? No? Okay, never mind. Pay no attention to me then. Oh, now you try to check me out. Yeah. But yeah, they got all the police dogs there. Or attack dogs, or sniff dogs, or whatever they're for. But anyway, this is where we gotta go to advance the plot. So let's see what we got here. Let's loot the place. We get a tool. All right, we can move parameters or effects, or well, basically stats and abilities that we can move around. So, and I'll be going over that in just a moment. We get our medicine there, but you know what? I'm just gonna dump that right now because I need more. I want to keep my inventory space open. But yeah, with that medicine chest and this chest here with the ammo, those two will refill every time you leave the police department. So that's pretty nice. And they upgrade over the course of the plot, too. So for right now, not so much. Okay, how's it going? I'd make my avatar Wayne for this LP, but I don't have... Well, he doesn't really have an avatar. I mean, there's something like from some artwork of him and stuff, but I don't think anyone would recognize him. What do you mean a rocket launcher? Police don't have access to that kind of weaponry. Maybe SWAT, but even then, I would think that's like military level stuff. Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Well, at least we can use Wayne to store our weapons and stuff. Good thing, too, because our inventory space is pretty limited in this game. At least relative to the rate at which we acquire stuff. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think any of the criminals in this game use guns. How ironic. Yeah. They just set things on fire. Who needs a gun when you can just, light someone on fire? Well, you got a flamethrower in your mind! Pretty much. But anyway, we talk to Torres, and we get a new weapon type, the rifle. It's a lot stronger than our previous weapons, and it has a lot more range, but it is a little slower. So, might want to keep that in mind, but I think it's totally worth it here. The range is just so good. But anyway, he's going to show us about modding weapons. Basically, you select the mod permits, you select the weapon you want to use it on, and you'll get a new ability slot. Like you see in the lower right of the weapon stat area there, there's that empty slot area there. If I used it on that weapon, I could get a new ability, or I could put a new ability on it, but I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to save that for later. And really, you don't need to do that right now. I mean, besides the rate of fire for weapons, abilities aren't going to be too important until much later in the game. So I'm going to save, like I said, I'm going to save the mod permits for later, and mostly focus on stats as far as weapons go for now. Oh, also, each weapon has a hidden max number of slots you can upgrade it to, but they don't tell you this in-game, so you might want to watch out for that, maybe look it up somewhere. But anyway, he just tells us about using tools to otherwise modify our weapons, or retool our weapons. Oh, sounds like a plan. Yeah, we always have to have a club in our inventory, unfortunately. Even though we'll never run out of bullets. But anyway, okay, well, let's start storing some stuff. Now, we can't drop or discard the key items in the game, but we can give them to Wayne. So that would be a good idea. So, oh yeah, sorry, I'm going through it too quickly there. Select the item you want, move, give it to Wayne, boom, it's stored away there. Hooray! Now, I do want to hold on to the tool there. Now, with these two guns here, they both had the rate of fire ×2 ability. So I want to save that for later for weapons that don't have that. So it's always a good idea to hold on to your old equipment there, even if you're not really going to use it directly, because you can use a tool to move around those abilities later on. So let's see. Chemical Vest has the auto heal ability, so I do want to save that for later. And let's see. I forget what I'm going to do with the armor. I'll come back to that. Okay, well, anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, let's equip our new rifle there. So we got that. Yeah, much stronger. And it has a lot more bullet capacity, too, in the magazines. So that's pretty nice. But what about all those stats we put into our old weapon there? Well, here's how you use them. You select Tune Up. If you have a tool in your inventory, you can tune up your weapon. So basically, here's how it works. Oh, I should probably go over the weapon types a little bit, too. We got rifles here, which, like I said, each weapon has 3 components to it. There's the rate of fire, or the speed, which rifles are generally slower. Then there's the base stats, where rifles generally have much greater range than handguns do. And then there's the abilities, like ×2, ×3, the auto heal on that one armor, and so on, like that. So we got that. Let's see. Yeah, the thing with the rifles, the reason why I like it is because of the range, but because it's a lot slower, you might be frozen for, well, you will be frozen a little longer while you're firing your shots, but it'll take enemies a lot longer to reach you with their melee attacks. So I think it's easier to dodge them with rifles. But eventually, I think range becomes obsolete, but not until much later in the game. So, okay, now let's put our tool to use. So, like I said, select Tune Up, and here's how you do it. Oh, by the way, the tools are consumable. So once you use it, that's it. But we'll find a lot more of them as we go throughout the game. So anyway, you select one weapon, and then you select the other weapon, and now you can start moving stuff around. You can't change the base stats. You see, I can't. I can go left or right, but I can't do anything with the base stats there. So you can't move a rifle's range onto the handgun. Same thing with the speed of the weapon. Rifles are always going to be slower than handguns, but for most of the game, I don't think that's as much of an issue. So yeah, you can't change speed or the base stats. But you can move around abilities, like rate of fire ×2 or ×3, and you can move around the bonus stats. So yes, all those stat boosts you used earlier in the game don't get wasted. The only problem is, let's select the stuff we want to move to my new rifle. So select that. Yeah, the problem is that it's going to destroy the original weapon in the process. So whenever you do that, make sure you don't care about any of the abilities it has, or vice versa. If you move the abilities, make sure you don't care about the stats it has. So that's how you move stuff around. And now we got a little more powerful rifle. If only there were an item that would let me move around abilities and stats without destroying the equipment. That would be super. But anyway, okay, so now we want to equip the Kevlar vest. Let's see, it's a little better than what I've already got. A little less on the critical, but that's okay. The defense, for the most part, is really the major stat you care about. So we'll do that. And as for the old equipment there, I'm just going to store them for now. Oop, not items. Store the old equipment there. So clear some inventory space. Sort everything out. And voila! Okay, we're all set and ready to go. So I hope that explains how to tune up your weapons and equipment stuff for you viewers. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, hey, who's that guy? I didn't see him there before. Hey, let's go. Did you escape from Final Fantasy Mystic Quest? No. No. Probably not. Hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, the concert. They kind of canceled that with all the fire and everything. Or was that a different concert that he was talking about, now that I think about it? Well, I guess we'll find out what he meant eventually. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, he's not a JRPG protagonist. But of course, like all good JRPG protagonists, we have a single parent. Absolutely. Oh, well, he doesn't, but that's why he's not a JRPG protagonist. Oh, wow. I wouldn't worry about him. I'm sure he'll be fine. Oh. Huh. Doesn't exactly sound like the best plan. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't exactly use that mod permit he gave me, but thanks anyway. Hey, how's it going? You get any leads on Melissa or Eve or whoever? Oh. Right now? Couldn't we just say it's like Christmas Day or something and... National television? Wow. Why would you put something like that on... Well, I guess a lot of people did die. I would think, okay, yeah, I mean, they burned an opera house to the ground, but yeah, there were a lot of people who were killed, so yeah. I would think buildings burn to the ground all the time. I mean, it's obviously not a good thing, but I would think such an occurrence would, well, relatively speaking, yes. Whoa. I didn't see anyone else bursting into flames. Oh. Well, I suppose that's not technically untrue. Well, actually, mitochondria is pretty common, isn't it? That's because she's a JRPG protagonist. You haven't played this JRPG before, have you? And I was wearing high heel shoes. I don't think anyone's gonna believe you, Aya. You're just talking crazy. But yeah, she's tired. Everyone who works with me? Good. If they panic, they'll leave. Who are you talking to? I wouldn't worry about it. Is there music going on in the background? I can kind of hear something, but it's really, really faint if it's there. Might be my imagination. Seriously, it might be my imagination. I don't know. Maybe the neighbors are just playing the music too loud. Damn it, kids, get off my lawn. Why would a researcher be at a museum? Might be a good idea. Maybe we'll finally clamp down on this situation. Okay, so where are we go? Where's the museum? Oh, okay. You're not going to tell me then. Fine. But will the scientist at the museum be able to tell us anything about Eve? Find out next time on Let's Play Parasite Eve. This is H.C. Bailey signing off. Have a good day. Oh yeah, this is where the save point is, by the way. Right at her desk there. Just so you know, viewers.